Hey, it's Dee, and I am back for part two of sharing my health transformation. Thank you guys for watching my last video and sharing that with other people, all your positive feedback. That was about healthy body. And this one is more about something more important to me, and this is healthy mind. So to give you a backstory, about 6.5 years ago, I found myself in a place of living with a lot of insecurity, self-doubt, feeling of inadequacy. And this is really related to the business side, right? Working. And what had happened was many years before I worked in the corporate world and I felt successful from corporate terms. So I really love when working for an organization where I learned something, got good at it, moved myself up the ranks of leadership, help other people, really feeling like I was contributing and making a difference to an organization. But due to a corporate buyout, we moved, we had our family. It just made sense for me to be home for a few years with our boys. And I'm glad I did that. But as they were getting older and heading off to college, it was time for me to look at me again and what was I going to do? I had fun teaching jazzercise, but it was not bringing me the meaning and purpose and fulfillment that I was looking for. So I was playing it safe, right? Playing it safe and would be doing something comfortable. And for me, that meant getting a job, right? Working for somebody else seemed a whole lot easier and comfortable than doing something on my own. But it was going to come with a lot of limitations, right? So I knew I'd probably have to commute. I'd probably be doing something I may or may not like. And I'd be limited by how much time I could have off, limited by income. And so there was a lot of disadvantages of that, but it seemed easier than getting outside my comfort zone. Well, I did take a job for a while and it was okay. But then I was presented with the health coach opportunity. It was presented by a business friend of mine, a physician friend. So that lent a lot of credibility to it. And then I looked at the health program and I looked at the business model and I was like, wow, this has the possibility of impacting a lot of people. This is the real deal. So I had to work through my own fears and self-doubt, but something told me to do it. So I was so glad that I did, right? I had to learn it. I started helping people, but I immediately saw the power of this and how many people I could help. And what I learned was that as I was helping other people and they were achieving success and they were working through their fears and their self-doubt and all that junk, my stuff was moving to the background because now I was in service to other people and doing something with a whole lot of meaning and purpose. So I started setting my goals higher. If I was helping this many people, there were a whole lot more people that needed what we had to offer. And if I enjoyed doing this as a health coach, there were probably other people that would enjoy doing this as a health coach. So I started setting my goals higher. And it involved continuous fear, right? Continuous doing new things, but it got easier, right? And so every day I'm faced with new challenges. But what I find is this, it's worth walking through that fear because one of two things are going to happen. It's either going to go well or we're going to learn from the experience. So this has been the most amazing thing because now I'm in a place 6.5 years later and I'm not done. I mean, there's so many more people I want to help, but I feel like I found myself again, but this time it's the better version of myself. And what I want my message to be out to you is to realize that change is possible. And usually the chains are in our head, right? Our own self-limiting beliefs. And if you're going through something, if you're fearful of making your next move, wherever it might be, I am happy to support you with that. I would encourage you to get mentorship. I've got a lot of mentorship and support in my organization. I was also willing to dig deep. And if you're willing to go through that, I'm telling you, it's worth trading good for great. I have a great situation now. I mean, the money is good. I'm not talking about money, but what I'm talking about is the time freedom I have. But more importantly, the ability to do something I really enjoy that's making a significant difference in the world. And if you're interested in doing what I do, or you know somebody that might be, I'd love to talk to you. But most importantly, I just want the best for you and you to move forward. So thank you for watching. Feel free to pass this on, and I'd love your feedback. Thanks.